Your honor is created through this, not just by wearing this tagga. You can't go to God's court and say, but my entire life I wore a string around my neck, or this my entire life I did this, I wore this cap, I wore this cross, I wore this metal bracelet around my hand, but all I did was part of gangs, and I cheated and I did drugs, but I wore a khanda tattoo. That is not what is truly going to make you accepted into God's court, Pyareo. Even if you hang the khanda on your car, you have written, oh, we are the son of Sardars on your motorcycle, but you truly haven't lived up to it. That is not going to mean anything. What you need to do is accept Naam. This is where your true honor, true respect will come from. Salahi, Sach Soot, and the true Sutar, the true Tagga that you need to be wearing is God's praises. Accept God. Honor will come from there. You become the form of God and keep on praising God again and again, day and night. Satnam Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji. ਤੂੰ ਹਰ ਤੇਰਾ ਸਭ ਕੋ ਸਭ ਤੁਧ ਉਪਾਏ ਰਾਮ ਰਾਜੇ ਕਿਛ ਹਾਥ ਕਿਸੈ ਦੈ ਕਿਛ ਨਾਹੀ ਸਭ ਚਲਹਿ ਚਲਾਏ ਜਿਨ ਤੂੰ ਮਿਲਹਿ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਸੇ ਤੁਧ ਮਿਲਹਿ ਜੋ ਹਰ ਮਨ ਪਾਏ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਭੇਟਿਆ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਤਰਾਏ ਸਲੋਕ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਦਇਆ ਕਪਾ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਸੂਤ ਜਤ ਗੰਢੀ ਸਤ ਵਟ ਇਹੋ ਜਨੇਊ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਹਈਤ ਭਾਂਡੇ ਕਤ ਨਾ ਇਹੋ ਟੁੱਟੈ ਨਾ ਮਲ ਲੱਗੈ ਨਾ ਇਹੋ ਜਲੈ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ ਧਨ ਸੋ ਮਾਨਸ ਨਾਨਕਾ ਜੋ ਗਲ ਚੱਲੇ ਪਾਏ ਚੌਕੜ ਮੁੱਲ ਅਣਾਇਆ ਬਹਿ ਚੌਕੈ ਪਾਇਆ ਸਿੱਖਾ ਕੰਨ ਚੜਾਈਆ ਗੁਰ ਬ੍ਰਾਹਮਣ ਥਿਆ ਉਹ ਮੁਆ ਉਹ ਝੜ ਪਿਆ ਵੇ ਤੱਗਾ ਗਿਆ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਲੱਖ ਚੋਰੀਆਂ ਲੱਖ ਜਾਰੀਆਂ ਲੱਖ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਲੱਖ ਗਾਲ ਲੱਖ ਠਗੀਆਂ ਪਹਿਨਾਮੀਆਂ ਰਾਤ ਦਿਨਸ ਜੀ ਨਾਲ ਤਗ ਕਪਾਹੋ ਕੱਤੀਐ ਬਾਮਣ ਵਟੇ ਆਏ ਕਹੋ ਬਕਰਾਰਿਨ ਖਾਇਆ ਸਭ ਕੋ ਆਖੈ ਪਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਪੁਰਾਣਾ ਸੁਟੀਐ ਭੀ ਫਿਰ ਪਾਈਐ ਹੋਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਤਗ ਨ ਟੁੱਟਈ ਜੇ ਤਗ ਹੋਵੈ ਜੋਰ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਨਾਇ ਮੰਨਿਐ ਪਤ ਊਪਜੈ ਸਾਲਾਹੀ ਸਚ ਸੂਤ ਦਰਗਹਿ ਅੰਦਰ ਪਾਈਐ ਤਗ ਨ ਟੂਟਸ ਪੂਤ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਤਗ ਨ ਇੰਦਰੀ ਤਗ ਨ ਨਾਰੀ ਪਲ ਕੇ ਥੁੱਕ ਪਵੈ ਨਿਤ ਦਾੜੀ ਤਗ ਨ ਪੈਰੀ ਤਗ ਨ ਹੱਥੀ ਤਗ ਨ ਜਿਹਵਾ ਤਗ ਨ ਅੱਖੀ ਵੇ ਤੱਗਾ ਆਪੇ ਵਤੈ ਵਡ ਧਾਗੇ ਅਵਰਾ ਕਤੈ ਲੈ ਭਾੜ ਕਰੇ ਵੀ ਆਹੋ ਕੜ ਕਾਗਲ ਦੱਸੇ ਰਾਹੋ ਸੁਣ ਵੇਖੋ ਲੋਕਾ ਇਹੋ ਵਿਡਾਣ ਮਨ ਅੰਧਾ ਨਾਉ ਸੁਜਾਨ ਪੌੜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੋਏ ਦਇਆਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਈ ਕਾਰ ਕਰਾਏ ਸੀ ਸੋ ਸੇਵਕ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰੇ ਜਿਸਨੋ ਹੁਕਮ ਮਨਾਏ ਸੀ ਹੁਕਮ ਮੰਨਿਐ ਹੋਵੈ ਪਰਵਾਨ ਤਾ ਖਸਮੈ ਕਾ ਮਹਿਲ ਪਾਏ ਸੀ ਖਸਮੈ ਪਾਵੈ ਸੋ ਕਰੇ ਮਨਹੁ ਚਿੰਦਿਆ ਸੋ ਫਲ ਪਾਏ ਸੀ ਤਾਂ ਦਰਗਹਿ ਪੈਦਾ ਜਾਏ ਸੀ ਖਸਮੈ ਪਾਵੈ ਸੋ ਕਰੇ ਮਨਹੁ ਚਿੰਦਿਆ ਸੋ ਫਲ ਪਾਏ ਸੀ ਤਾਂ ਦਰਗਹਿ ਪੈਦਾ ਜਾਏ ਸੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ we're blessed by Sache Paatshah to be able to do with the vichar of the 15th body of Sri Asa Di Vaar. Pyareo, in this world, when we talk about religion, when we talk about dharm, many actions that we do, we wear things on the outside, Pyareo, but the reality is when we take the true teachings of Akal Purkh through the true Guru and enshrine them into our heart, whether it's contentment, whether it's celibacy, continence, whether we take the truth of speaking the truth and we implement this truly in our lives, anything that we physically do, anything that is physically worn, it means something to do with our mind. Pyareo, whether we wear our kada, whether we wear our kirpan or kashera, we keep a kanga in our case. Pyareo, all of these things, they mean something to our mind. They have physical value and they teach our mind something. Our kada teaches us that this hand is not ours anymore. Pyareo, just the vyakhya of a kada, we can be speaking for hours and hours on end about it. But just briefly, Tukmatar kada, meaning that this hand is not mine. This hand belongs to my Guru now. Whatever this hand does, it does, and it works for the truth. It does the task of my Guru. This hand is like a chain that's attached to my Guru as well. Pyareo, the kanga in my case represents that keeping the cleanliness of the mind, keeping the cleanliness of this body, that every morning, every evening, I take this kanga through my case, and whatever dead hairs may be falling out with that, it is meaning all the bad thoughts are going out. This nala, that's what comes with my kashara. That means that knot that's tied, that is helping me keep my jatsat. It's controlling my indriya. It's controlling my sex organs so that I'm loyal towards my wife, so I don't go and walk the path of infidelity. That is what the kashara means, jatsat. Pyaro, the kirpan, kirpa and an, mercy and honor. Any action that's done through this kirpan is done through a merciful act or an honorable act. Pyareo, vyakhya of these kakars go very long, but is with this practicality that our mind is being taught something. All dharm goes back to the mind. What becoming truth means is having our mind so clean with the Guru's blessings, walking this Guru's path through their panth, that our mind becomes immaculate and we may merge with the Guru's blessings into Paramatma, into Akal Purkh themselves. But Pyareo, many times we wear and we do things, whether it's the Christians that wear a cross, whether it's the Muslims that they wear their caps or they wear their other forms of religious garments, whether it's the Jewish, whether it's Pyareo, the Buddhists, whether it's the Jains, and whether it's the Hindus. Pyareo, in Gurbani Sache Pacha, in Asa Di Vaar even, they condemn all the hypocritical acts that everybody does. But they speak the truth through that. Here, Sache Pacha, in the life of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, one occurrence happens where Guru Nanak Dev Ji is speaking and teaching what through acts the entire world is doing, what the Pandits and the Yogis and the Brahmins, they're all doing. Sache Pacha teaches it through their acts. So here Sache Pacha, before we begin the vichar of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Pacha slok, just like we've been doing, let's discuss just briefly about the Shand of Guru Ramdas Ji Sache Pacha. They explain, Tu har Tera Sabh ko, Sabh tudh upaye Raam Raje, that everybody in this world belongs to you. Because you own, you've created, you are everything, O my Guru. Everything belongs to you. There is nothing in this world that maybe 70% belongs to God and the other 30% belongs to human, or the other 20% belongs to the devil or belongs to somebody else. No, even Dharmaraj, even all beings, cats, dogs, all worlds, all stars, all lights, all powers. Sache Pacha, everything that you created, Sab Tudh Upai, everything you created, ਤੂੰ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੀ ਉਤਪਤੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ, ਤੂੰ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਾਲਕ ਹੈ. Everything is belonging to you, oh my beloved Guru. ਕਿਛ ਹਾਥ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਕਿਛ ਨਹੀਂ. Oh my beloved, if you have created everything and everything belongs to you, then everything is done with your power as well. There's nothing within my hand. I cannot control the laws of this world. Just because I want this world to come to an end, that does not work that way. Just because I want to be born, I cannot be born. Not even a leaf moves on a tree in this world if it wasn't for the way that your will is. if it wasn't for the way you want it to be, it all pleases you. Kich haath ke said hai, kich nahi, sab chala hai chalai. The way that you make things walk, the way that you make people do actions, that is the way they do it, pyareo. It is all within Akal Purkh Sache Paatshah's will, Akal Purkh's hukam. Jin tu mile pyare se tud mila hai. Everything and everybody that you send far away, Sache Paatshah, you bring them close as well. If you want to send somebody far away and you want them to get entangled in Maya, then ik mool na bujjan apna, ik hunda aap ganainde, pyareo. Jintu mele pyare se tud mila. Some people you send away, some people you bring them and you attach them to yourselves. And once they are attaching to you, they are also pleasing to you. The way that it pleases you, that is the way it happens. Jo har man paaye, pyareo, if we do actions and we please the true Guru, we please Akal Purkh Sache Paatshah will bring us close according to their own will. And if we do not please the Guru, pyara, we will be entangled according to the hukam of Akal Purkh, and that is the way it pleases Akal Purkh as well. Then Nanak Satgur Petya Har Naam Taraye. That if we truly want to merge with Akal Purkh and know this true value, then you must sacrifice yourself and truly fall at the feet of the true Guru. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Paatshah is saying, I fall at the feet of that Guru. Jan Nanak Satgur Petya, Nanak falls at the feet of the true Guru. Har Naam Tarai, because the Guru blesses you with the true Naam. And when, pyareo, inside of this Bani, inside of all of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, again and again and again, the same Mahavak, the same Upadesh, the same Hukam will be coming. That what you need to do? You need to accept and fall at the feet of the true Guru. With the blessings of Akal Purkh, you attain the Guru. Through the blessings of the Guru blesses you with Naam. And with this blessing of Naam enshrined inside of your heart, you work and you earn this Naam, pyareo, and through the blessings of your Guru, you become one with Akal Purkh. You are liberated. You attain eternal bliss. Jan Nanak Satgur Petya Har Naam Tarai, pyareo. You cross over this entire world. You are liberated. Everybody else drowns in this world. You can float across with this Hari's da Naam that helps you cross over. Har Naam Tarai. So pyareo, here Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Paatshah is speaking to those Brahmins and Pandits that are wearing the Janeo. Janeo, pyareo, is a cotton thread that would be worn by Pandits, that would be worn by Brahmins. But not only the Brahmins, it would also be worn by the Kshatris and also the Vash. But the Sudras, the low caste, they would not be able to wear it. They would wear them in different seasons, the top 3 classes, and the Brahman being the highest. Pyareo, even what does Brahman mean? Brahman, Jine Brahm the Bimb Jaan Liya, the person who is known God, the person that has realized Paramatma, the formless Akal Purkh, the person that sees Brahm in each and every essence of this world, that knows that they and Akal Purkh, there is no difference between them. Pero that is what Brahman means. The person that is known God, that has realized God, the enlightened person. But pyareo, here the people are using the name Brahman, but they have not truly realized God. So many times we use certain names. We call ourselves a Sikh, we call ourselves a Christian, we call ourselves a Muslim, we call ourselves a person that is following the path of Buddha or Jain Dharm or Jewish. Pyareo, but sometimes we don't live up to it. We do the physical actions, but have we truly realized that essence? No, we haven't. Pyareo, many times we use names and we do the actions, but just by limiting ourselves to that does not mean that we will go into God's court and just by saying, but I wore a cross my entire life, you must save me. But I did the task of what Muslims would do, so you must save me. I do the task. I wear Janeo. I call myself a Brahman. I call myself a Hindu. So therefore, I must be accepted in God's court. Pyareo, even if you go to the Gurdwara and you are wearing a kada and you call yourselves that I'm a Sikh, why are you discriminating against me and saying I'm not a Sikh? Just because you wear a kada, pyareo, it is a great thing you are. Pyareo, that's not what I'm trying to say. That is not what Sache Paatshah and this Bani they're trying to say either. What they're saying is when you limit yourself to that and you say, just by wearing this kada, just by wearing this janeo, just by wearing this cross, and all of your actions that you do are completely the opposite, that's not how you are accepted into God's court. That is not how the Guru will bless you and you will reach enlightenment. No, pyareo. That is us just taking the name, showing the world that we are religious and wearing religious signs. But reality, we must wear the signs. We must live up to what these signs are teaching us as well. So our true life inside of this body, because what we wear in this world, pyareo, when we die, that is going to leave. You can wear whatever religious garments you want, that will stay in this world. And pyareo, if you wear your kada, the truth is you need to wear these panchakakars. You need to walk the path of the Guru. You need to take khande di pahal. But pyareo, just by wearing the kada and doing all actions away from the Guru, that does not mean you've been accepted by the Guru. You are turning your face away from the Guru, but you're trying to show the world that, look, I am religious. That is not the way. Sache Pacha here, at the age of 9 years old, in the city of where today Nankana Sahib is, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, when it came to their age, their father, Mehta Kalyan Das Ji, they called everybody. Everybody gathered. All the Pandits were called. Even Pandit Hardayal Ji, he came. All of the teachers of the Guru who tried to teach Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Pacha, Uda Eda, who tried to teach people, but Guru Nanak Dev Ji taught them otherwise and said that if you're teaching me Uda, what does Uda mean? If you're teaching about something about this letter called Rara, what does Rara mean? And they were taught by Guru Nanak Dev. They accepted who Guru Nanak Dev Ji were. Look, even at a young age, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is teaching through letters that don't just attach to the letters, attach to what the letters are trying to teach you. Don't just attach to sounds, but connect to something deeper than this. And where is the sound current teaching you to the true divine sound current? Don't just attach yourselves to knowledge and scriptures and gaddi laddiya. No, truly attach yourselves to what these teachings are saying and truly live that. Here Sache Pacha is speaking to these Pandits and saying, don't just wear the Janeo, and truly live up to what this Janeo is actually trying to teach you, and what is it trying to hold you back from. Everybody gathers, and what would normally be done in the caste system, where the Brahmins, the Kshatris, and the Vash, they would gather, and they would wear this Janeo. A ceremony would be taken place, where from the cotton fields, first raw virgin cotton is picked out. This virgin cotton is taken and then it's pulled and it's turned into a tagga, it's turned into a thread. And when it's turned into a thread, many knots are taking place and then it is twisted. It is turned into something that is the form of a sort of necklace or religious necklace, rosary. And that would be worn across from the left shoulder down to the right hip. It would be worn and put around, and this ceremony, the sanskar would take place. This Janeo sanskar. The Janeo also has many other words such as Jan or Brahm Sutra. Pero Guru Nanak Dev Ji is not here condemning the Janeo, because Guru Tegh Bahadur Sache Pacha, Tilak Janju Rakha Prabtaka. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sache Pacha, for the protection of this Janeo, for the righteousness, for protecting somebody else's dharm, they laid down their own life, their physical life. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji here is condemning the hypocrisy. They're saying, why are you putting this on me? So when the time came, the cotton fields, from there, the cotton is picked, it is pulled, it is tied, it is twisted. And then this Janeo is brought, everybody gathers, and a great feast takes place. Kaho bakra rin khaya. So what happens is they take a bakra, they take a goat, and they cut off its head, they cook it. They kill the goat, and they cook it very well. Everybody eats the goat. Once they eat, according to the Kshatris, everybody would eat that. Then everybody would begin to say, it has now come time to place the Janeo on this child. It is whenever a child, a young boy would come to that age, they would wear this Janeo on top of that child and say this person has now become a true Brahman. And now Brahman is their true Guru now. And they are put into this caste system. But a Shudra who is discriminated against, the low caste, they are not allowed to wear, nor is a woman allowed to wear it. So it is only for the young men that are part of these three castes. Here, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, when they're sitting, everybody is gathering. Pandit Hardayal Ji was called. They're saying that, oh, can you take this Janeo and put it on my son, Mehta Kalyan Das Ji, the father of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, is saying. Everybody is gathering. Everybody is happy. Everybody is gathering to see that this miraculous child is now going to be worn this Janeo. Pandit Hardayal, who is a Shardalu, who is a true devotee of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, knows that Guru Nanak Dev Ji is going to try to teach us something through this as well. He knows that something miraculous is going to happen today. So he very beautifully, gracefully walks up to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and before he's about to put it on around the neck of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji grabs the arm of Pandit Hardayal and says, "Oh Pandit Ji, why are you putting this Janeo around my neck?" And Pandit Hardayal explains, "This is why we put it on, because this is meaning that you are taking birth in this world. The very first birth that we get is from our mother and father, and we are born into this world, but now you are being born again. And in this birth, this Janeo and the mantras that we read, this is your mother and father. The Gayatri and this Janeo, these are your mother and father." And Guru Nanak Dev Ji explaining that this Janeo, look, it will burn, it will die. Do you have such a Janeo? Do you have such a thread which I can wear that even once I die, it will actually go to the court of Akal Purkh? It will stay with me forever. Because this one that you're wearing, it is not going to stay forever. It is going to burn. Once this one gets old, then you throw it away and you put on a new one. You can wear this Janeo and you can be doing all the filthy tasks. But oh Pandit Ji, do you have a Janeo which I can wear that can actually control my body, which will actually take me to God's court and actually bless me with the robes of honor so I may be accepted and I can actually truly be enlightened? Do you have that type of tagga? And Pandit Hardayal saying that, no, I don't have that type of tagga. And he says, "Oh Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Pacha, explain to me," because he was a devotee of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, "explain to me what this true type of tagga is. What is this type of Janeo that which you want us to wear?" Pero in these sloks, Guru Nanak Dev Ji has written 4 sloks. In these 4 sloks, in one of them, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying what the true tagga should be worn. And the next one, Sache Pacha is explaining that the ones that are wearing this Janeo, but they're actually being hypocritical. They're doing all of these bad tasks. And then the next one, Sache Pacha is saying what is the true task that we should be doing, in which we can actually truly gain honor. And in the 4th one, with those people that are saying that you're condemning all of our acts, Sache Pacha explains the true actions and what they're actually truly doing behind the scenes of what their true lives are like. Even though at the forefront, they're pretending to be great. So here Sache Pacha explains what is that true Janeo like? Salok Mahalla Pehla, Daya Kapa Santog Soot Jat Gandi Satvat, Eh Janeo Ji Ka Hait Pande Kat. Daya Kapa. Kapa means the virgin cotton. Kapa, that is pulled out from the fields. Make compassion your true cotton. And when you have this compassion, what you need to do through this compassion, you are constantly giving. You're constantly not thinking about yourself. You are always looking towards somebody else. You grow this contentment. Through this compassion, what I need you to do, I need you to pull it into this sutra, into this thread. Daya kapa santog sut. So through compassion, you grow this thread. You pull this thread of contentment. Then jat gandi. And through this true contentment, we need you to take on this Jat Sat, controlling your Indriya. All 5 Indriya of Gyan Indra even. The senses of your mind, the senses of your body, your hands, your feet. All of them are going out and try to attain worldly desires. Your eyes go out and they look towards lust and greed. Your tongue is going out towards the taste of the tongue. Your ears are constantly trying to hear the slander of others and the praise of yourself. Can you control these? Pero that is Jat, even Jat Sant. continence, control, self-control. Make that the practice, make that the knots of what you're going to do through this compassion, through your contentment. And then through jat, also make the twists that you put inside of this Janeo, make them of the truth. Become the embodiment of truth. This is where you're going to start speaking truth, living truth, and you become the embodiment of truth, Pyareo. Make these 4 things. We have compassion. Through compassion, you have a contentment. Through contentment, you have Jat Sat. Pyareo, and through Jat Sat, you have truth, which is Sat. Eh Janeo Ji Ka. Make these 4 things because they're not only worn on your body, they're worn on your Ji. They're worn on your true self. Eh Janeo Ji Ka. Hai the Pande Kat O Pande. Put this on me. Do you have Hai? If you truly have this type of Janeo, then put it on me. If you don't have this type of Janeo, which gives me true Daya, contentment, Jat and Sat, if you have it, then put it on me. If not, then don't put this Janeo on top of me. Pandit Hardayal says that I do not have this type of Janeo. What type of Janeo is this that you're talking about? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Pacha explains, Na eho tutta, na mal lagge, na eho jala na jaye. Because this true type of Janeo that I'm speaking about, this thread that I'm going to be wearing, it does not break. Na eho tutta, na mal lagge. Because it does not get dirty. Look, when the one that you wear, it can just break. Once it breaks, you search for a new one. There is no ceremony taking place then. You can just sit anywhere and you can put it on. It gets dirty. When you go and you're working through the fields, or when you're sitting throughout, when you walk through the streets, lots of filth gathers on it, even from the sweat of your body. It gets filthy. But the one I'm wearing, it does not get filthy. Na eho tutta, na mal lagge, na eho jala na jaye. You cannot even burn it. And nor does it get lost. Wherever you walk, you cannot misplace it. You can be going and doing whatever, but even this one that you wear, sometimes you go after Vishay Vikad, you go after the vices, and you forget, and the entire purpose of it gets lost. But the purpose is never lost through the one I'm wearing. The truth is, the one I'm wearing, it will never get dirty because this is the sutra. This is the sutra of the true Guru's Naam. God's name is enshrining inside of my heart, and this Naam that I'm wearing, Pyareo, Mela kade na hovi neh lagi daga, Lal rangat is kolaka, just gave it a paga. That person is blessed truly, who is truly falling and experiencing that love of Akal Purukh's Naam, the love of the Guru. That love, that rang, that true color never gets dirty, nor does it fade away. But in the same way, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying that this Janeo that I'm wearing, na eho tutte, na man lagge, na eho jala na jaye, it does not burn, nor does it get lost. Tan so manas nanaka, jogala challe paye. And truly blessed is that person that truly wears this type of Janeo. That person, their entire family, that person's coming into this world is blessed. They should be wearing this, and they should also be encouraging others to wear this type of true Janeo. But this one that you're wearing, Sachi Pacha is saying, Chokad mul anaya, beh chauke paya. You bought this for 4 shells, for 4 cents, something that is absolutely worth nothing. You're saying that it's so valuable, that it makes you valuable. You can just go into God's court with this, but you can just buy it off a street market. You ordered it. Anaya meaning you summoned it. You called for it. You sent one of your boys to go buy it from the streets. They bought it for 4 shells. They brought it back. And now you're gathering this big ceremony. When this one breaks, guess what? You'll just go and buy something that is worth absolutely nothing. You pull cotton, you turn it into something, and you wear something. It actually has no value to it, just in itself. Chokkan mul anaya, beh chauka paya. You can sit in your kitchen, you can sit in your room, you sit in your chair. You sit wherever you want. First, you're holding this ceremony. But when this one breaks, then you just order a new one and you just put it on again. So really, are you really connecting to its true purpose, or are you just taking it and doing it for the ceremony, for the sake of doing it just because, and you have to do it? and it is the custom because you've lost the purpose behind it. Pyareo, connect to the purpose of things. Sache Pacha saying, Sikha kan chadaiyan, and then what do? You put it on, then you whisper into this student's ear, into this child's ear. Sikha kan chadaiyan. You whisper these words, and you say Gur Brahman Thaya. You read the Gayatri mantra into this person's ear, and you say that the Brahman is your true Guru now. But the reality is, the person that you're saying that is the Guru of mine, this Brahman is going to be my Guru. His word means that he's realized God, but truly he's not realized God. My Guru is not Brahman, my Guru is Paramatma. O Moa, O Chadpaya, Vetagga Gaya, because even look at the Brahman. The Brahman will die and the Janeo will die with it. O Chadpaya, when the Brahman dies, the Janeo will fall off, it will break and it will burn as well. And then that Brahman, when he's leaving this world, Vetagga Gaya, Vetagga meaning without the Tagga, without the thread, without the Janeo, he has to go. He has to leave this world. But do you have such a Janeo, such a Tagga that I can truly wear in my body, that even when I die, it will go with me? And that was Sache Pacha saying that if you take these 4 things, you wear this type of Janeo, these 4 things will truly go with you as well. Through your compassion, you will gain contentment. You will truly be able to control all of your body parts, control your mind, samdam adik. You'll be able to control your jat. You will truly become celibate and detached from all vices in this world, and you will be able to speak and live according to truth. Pyareo, tusi jat sat de tarni ho jaoge. This is the true Janeo. This is the true thread. This is the true chin of religious rites that you want to wear in your body, that teach your mind and make your mind following this path of truth as well. So Pyareo, in the Khalsa Panth, that is why we wear these things. Not something just for the purpose of wearing it. There's a true task behind it. Just wearing it, Pyareo, just wearing it does not mean anything either. You must use them, follow the path of them. Pyareo, the truth is, anything that you wear on this body will not go with you, Pyareo. The juice that you take out of it, what you use them to connect with, and the embodiment that you become through the Guru's blessings, Pyareo, that is what is going to go with you. Pyareo, Sache Pacha is saying that is the truth. That is the true Janeo that I want to wear. In the next slok, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Pacha, they explain. Because at that time, everybody said that why are you not wearing this Janeo? The family started coming. The people of the town started coming. Oh, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, you're saying that you do not want to wear this Janeo? You must wear this Janeo. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji explains, Lakh choriyan, lakh jariyan, lakh kudiyan, lakh gal. They say that the people that are wearing this Janeo, look at what they're doing. This Janeo does not stop you from doing anything. What is this Janeo of yours like? It's false. Lakh choriyan, lakh jariyan. The people that are wearing this Janeo, they're still doing lakh choriyan. They're all doing hundreds of thousands of choriyan. They're thieves, jariyan. They're adulterers. They're just chasing after lust. Lakh kudiyan. They're doing false actions. They're going and cheating. Lakh gal. And they're swearing. Galan kaddate paye ne. They're slandering. They're speaking fake words. They're doing nindya and chugli. They're slandering people. They're talking behind people's backs. So is this Janeo truly stopping them from doing all of these actions, even though they're wearing it? Pyareo, we could be wearing something. We could be wearing a karpan. We could be wearing our caps. We could be wearing our crosses on our necks. Whatever you do, is it truly stopping you from what you're doing? Look into the depths of this, Pyareo. Lakh choriyan, lakh jariyan, lakh kudiyan, lakh gal. You forgot the purpose of what this Janeo, what this religious rite, this religious reminder, religious symbol, article of faith, kakar, that you wear, what was it truly trying to teach you? Lakh thagiyan pehnamiyan. Pyareo, they do many thagiyan. They cheat people. They steal from people. Pehnamiya comes from the Persian word pin. Pehnamiya means hiding in secret. They do many things, but they hide it behind people's backs. They cheat the world, but they hide it from the world. And in front of the world, they wear these religious symbols. Raat din hasji naal, day and night, this is what they're truly doing. They're just cheating the world. So really, they're being hypocritical here, aren't they? Tag kapaho katti hai, Brahman vatte aaye, but look at what this Brahman does. The thing that you're saying, this whole ceremony that you've created, Tag kapaho katti hai. You go to the fields, you pull out the virgin cotton. Tag kapaho katti hai, you turn it into a tagga. The Brahman comes, he cuts it, and the Brahman then twists it and turns it into this Janeo. All it is just cotton pulled from the fields, put around the neck. If the person that's wearing it has forgotten its purpose, then it's just a tagga that somebody has twisted and put around the neck. Even the Brahman that's twisting it does not know its true value. The Brahman that is doing lakh choriyan, lakh jariyan, lakh kudiyan, lakh gal, he's not living up to what he's trying to preach either. Avar upadesha, aap na kare, avad javad janme mare pyareo. They're speaking something else. They're doing a different religious action. They're inspiring other people to do it as well, but they're not living it themselves. Tag kapaho hukatti hai. They go and pick it from the fields. They summon it. They twist it. Kaho bakararan khaya, sabko akha pai, and everybody gathers. The goat is slaughtered. Once the goat is slaughtered, everybody cooks the goat. They eat. They have this great feast. They celebrate. And then comes time. Sabko akha pai. And they say, the Janeo has been put on. The Janeo has been put on. They wear it on top of their bodies. They say that we must put it on this child now as well. But the truth is, hoye purana sutti hai. Pi fir paiye hor. When this Janeo, it becomes very old, you take it off. You throw it to the side. Then you put on a new one. Nanak tag na tutai, je tag hove jor. The truth is, this tagga holds absolutely no value to it. This tagga, this Janeo, if it truly had power, it would be able to stop the person from doing lakh choriyan, lakh jariyan, lakh kudiyan, lakh gal, and from cheating the world. They wouldn't be living falsehood their entire life. The truth is, this tagga, if it truly had its true power, then it wouldn't break either. Nanak tag na tutai, je tag hove jor. This is the reality of your true tagga of this Janeo. That is why I do not want to wear this one that you're offering. Then Pandit Hardayal says that, oh Guru Nanak Dev Ji, which one is the one that we should be wearing? What should we be doing? How do we gain honor in that God's court? If you're saying just by wearing this, this is not how we are truly born in this world. This is not a true rebirth. This is not how we will become one with God. What should we be wearing? Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Pacha says, Nai mane pat upajai, sala hi sach soot. They say that you must take the naam of the Guru. Once you accept, Pyare, when we read in Japji Sahib, Pyare, first there comes 4 pauriyan of Suneya. Then comes the pauri of Manne and the 3 pauriyan of Manna. Total of 4 of accepting. Of truly, that Japji Sahib diyan pauriyan. Manne ki gat kahi na jaye, jiko keh piche pachtaye, kagad karam na likhan har, manne ka beh karam vichar. Aisa naam naranjan hoye, jiko man jana man koye, manne surt hove man buddh. Pyareo, these party in the recite is talking about accepting the naam, truly living it, becoming that form. And truly, once you become that form, this name is so immaculate that truly you become that form as well. Nobody can describe to you what the essence and truly what living according and accepting the Guru's naam is like. So if you want to truly wear something, accept God's name. This is where the path, your true honor, will come from. Upajay, pat upajay. Your honor is created through this, not just by wearing this tagga. You can't go to God's court and say, but my entire life I wore a string around my neck. Or this my entire life I did this, I wore this cap, I wore this cross, I wore this metal bracelet around my hand. But all I did was part of gangs and I cheated and I did drugs. But I wore a khanda tattoo. That is not what is truly going to make you accepted into God's court, Pyareo. Even if you hang the khanda on your car, you have written Oh, we are the son of Sardars on your motorcycle. You have it written son of Sardars on your bike, but you truly haven't lived up to it. That is not going to mean anything. What you need to do is accept Naam. This is where your true honor, true respect will come from. Salahi, Sach Soot, and the true Sutar, the true Taga that you need to be wearing is God's praises. Accept God. Honor will come from there. You become the form of God and keep on praising God again and again, day and night. Pyaro, day and night. You need to din ratiya rado pyaro nimk na ki tila. Day and night, never delay this. Never be lazy on this aspect. Day and night call out to my God's praises. Day and night love and meditate on my Guru. Dargah andar paiye tagna tutas boot. And truly this way, when you go into God's court, pyaro, because we read in the previous podi, Nanga dojak chalya ta disek khara daravana. If you just are doing ogran, sins in this world, pyaro, you will regret it when that time comes, when all of your accounts are being read. But the truth is, now, if you contemplate God's name, you will go into that God's court, and what we're reading at the end of this party is Tan Dargah Pedda Jaisi. That's what Sache Pacha is explaining here. Dargah andar paiye tagna tutas boot. If you accept God's name, you live according to God's hukam and naam, you go sing God's praises again and again, day and night, throughout your entire life you sing God's praises. You will go into God's court, you will be accepted. Jini naam te aaya ge masakat kaal nanak te mukujle. Kiti shukti nal, you will be accepted, you will be blessed with the robes of honor. And this taga, this true taga of God's praises that you wear, this will not break in this world, and nor will it break there. Pero this, whatever you wear in this world, it will not go with you. But what you wear there, what is accepting there, that is what we truly need to be trying to attain. And that is God's praises. Sift and salah. Pyaro, praise God, admire God, love God. Connect to God's naam and shine inside of your heart. When the Pandits and the rest of the Brahmins, they heard this, they all stood up. They said, how can this young child Nanak say such words? How can he be condemning our Janeo? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji looks towards them and tells them their realities, tells the entire world and says, look, these people that are pretending to be religious, look at their reality. And he says this straight to their face and says, look, this tagga you wear around your neck, you wear around your body, but why don't you have a tagga that's controlling your sexual organs? Why don't you not have a tagga that your woman can wear also? Are you only going to get accepted into God's court, not the woman? Why don't you wear a tagga that is going to truly give you honor in the next world? Pyaro, Guru Nanak Dev Ji says these words, Mahalla Pehla, Tagna Indri, Tagna Nari, Palke Thok Pavanit Dadi, Tagna Peri, Tagna Hathi, Tagna Jehva, Tagna Akive, Tagga Ape Vatta, Vartage Avara Katta. They say that you have many organs on your body. And here specifically speaking about the sexual organ. Pyaro, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying that this tagga, why don't you take one of these tagge and wrap it around your male sexual organ as well? Because that is chasing after lust, that is chasing after women. This tagga, is it actually truly going to control your lust? No, it's not. So why don't you take a tagga and put it around your sexual organ as well? Tagna Indri. And look at your wives, look at your daughters, look at your sisters, look at all of the women. Do they not have lust? Do they not have anger? Do they not have greed and desire in their minds? So how would they get rid of desire if just by wearing a tagga that you can get rid of it? Just by wearing a janeo, just by wearing the actual physical element, you can get rid of all of these things. Because you do not allow your woman to wear it. So either allow your woman to wear it as well. Guru Nanak Dev Ji here, they say, if my mother cannot wear it, if my sister, Bibi Nanaki, she cannot wear it, then what is the purpose of me wearing it? Sache Pacha is standing up for the rights of women here as well. Tagna Indri, Tagna Nari, Pyaryo, wear such a janeo, he's saying to the Pandits, which will control your Indriya. You do not wrap it, Tagna Indri. Why? You do not wrap it around your organs. You do not let your woman wear it. palke thok pavanat dadi. And pyareo, in this way, when you do such a task that is spat upon in the world, you go and walk this path of infidelity, you cheat on your wives, you are shunned in this, you do the actions that are shunned in this environment, in this community, in this society, you do it behind people's back, but when you come out in front of the world, you wear all of these religious rites. And you call yourself such a great Pandit, what actually means somebody scholar, somebody wise. And you call yourself a Brahmin, somebody that has truly known and experienced God. You're just living a fake. At the end, Sache Pacha says, look, what a wondrous act in this world. Sun vekho, loka, eho Vadan. Look at this wondrous, Vadan means wondrous act. Look at this amazing thing that's happening. Sun vekho, loka, look at everybody. Look at everybody. What's actually truly happening here? Man anda, their mind is truly blind. Now Sajan, but their name is such a beautiful, Siana, wise. They call themselves wise. They name themselves Pandits, scholarly, wise, enlightened people, Brahmins, those that have realized God. But they have not truly realized anything, pyareo. Take this and look in your own life. And truly enshrine God's name to walk the path, pyareo. What this line here is truly speaking to. In this Kaljug, pyareo, this influence of calm, lust is so strong. It is affecting everybody's mind, young, old, even children, even those that are religious, those that are not religious, definitely it is affecting them. Pyareo, calm even is so strong because it has even become a taboo thing that we can not even discuss. Tagna indri, tagna nari, palke thokupavane dadi. Why don't you take a tagga, wrap it around your sexual organ? Because it's still chasing women. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is speaking to those Pandits. And because you do such actions, the actions that you do, people spit on your face behind it. Because when you go and you come out of the prostitute's house in the morning, after doing a night of shame, people spit on your beards as well in that way. Pyareo, look, pyareo, we read in Gurbani. दे कवाड़ अनेक पर्दे में परदारा संग फाकै चित्र गुप्त जब लेखा मंगै कौन पर्दा तेरा ढाकै. Behind closed doors, you do all of these acts. Behind many parde, behind many curtains, you do these acts of shame. Pardara, with another woman, sung in their company. Pyareo, this word phaka is coming even from the Mahan Kosh. Khan Singh Naba, it comes from the English word, the English F word. You are doing this act of shame with another woman behind closed doors. You are pretending to the world you are hiding behind these closed doors. And when you go out of these windows, go out of these closed doors, you pretend to be a religious man. But you're conscious and you're subconscious. Pero chitta gupt. These two entities. What you do in the world and what you hide from the world, your conscious and your subconscious, they know everything. Because you know what you're doing. Pyareo, there's something even that knows what you are thinking. That element, when it is read out, when you go and you have to show your face in front of God's court, in front of Taramraj, what face will you show there? Because you cannot hide. Nanga dojak, that's what Nanga dojak chalya means. Because you have no clothes to cover yourself with. You have no curtains to hide behind. You have no doors to close behind anymore. Pyareo, in this world, this act happens all the time. This lust is so strong that is affecting the minds of fathers, mothers, children, brothers, sisters. Those that are trying to help the world through charity. Those that are being helped. Those that are being inspired through religious acts. Those that even are trying to inspire, but they are being affected by this as well. The reality is, when we truly accept, when we take this taga of the Guru's Naam and the praise of God through this daya, contentment, the Jat Sat, this is what Jat Sat means. That's why we wear a kashara, pyareo. It is teaching to our mind that you are loyal to your marriage. You are loyal to your Anand Karaj. You do not go date. You do not go and have boyfriend and girlfriend. You do not go and make relations outside of marriage or before marriage. This is what Jat Sat means. Pyareo, we look in the life of Gursikhs through the history and we will truly learn. Khair, that is a completely different subject of what Jat Sat and how we need to implement that in our lives. Here, Daya Kapa Sansok Soot Jat Gandhi Sat Vat. Pyareo, this is the type of Janeo that we do want to wear. But this Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying, look, you're wearing something false, but you're doing the exact opposite. Tagna Indri, Tagna Nari, Palke Thok Pavanit Dadi. This is why you get spat on your face after you do these acts of shame. Pyareo, when we go to God's court and we have to show Tar Mirai, Jab Lekha Manga, Kya Mukh Lake Jayega, and Chitra Gupt, Jab Lekha Manga, Kaun Parda Tera Tak hai? Who is going to hide you? Who is going to cover you up then? Because you're subconscious, you're conscious. Everything that you're seeing, everything that you're knowing from the moment you were born until the moment you die, everything is being accounted for. Just because you do it in front of Sangat, just because you do it in front of the public, and you do something different behind closed doors, doesn't mean that God doesn't know. God knows everything. Sachi Pacha, that's why we read in Tum Har Tera Sabko Sab Tudiyo Pai Ram Raje. You have created the entire world. You are sitting inside of this world. You are watching this entire world. What can we truly hide, Pyareo? This is why we must live inside of that loving fear of Akal Purkh. Knowing that God is knowing everything. This is not to scare anybody. This is to build that loving fear, that presence of Akal Purkh inside of our entire life. We can turn our face away from the Guru. We can turn our face away from even the physical Guru Granth Sahib Ji and a Gutka on our Sangat Pyareo. We can say that I'm not going to swear, I'm not going to do such actions in the Guru's court in the Gurdwara, which is a great thing. But when you do it behind closed doors, that doesn't mean that the Guru doesn't know either. The Guru is an inner knower of all hearts. He knows your pains, he knows your pleasures, he knows what you're going through as well. So Pyareo, this tagga, Sache Pacha is saying, also wear it on your hands. Also wear it on your feet. Tagna peri, tagna hathi. So your hands don't go out and steal. Don't beat another woman. Pyareo, don't go beat the poor as well. This is why Akara teaches us that this hand is not mine, this hand belongs to God. The body is all the Guru's now. It's nothing as mine, so I must live in the will of my Guru. We must live in the hukum of my Guru. But he's saying to the Brahmins, you are not wearing it on your mind. But Pyareo, just by us wearing it and going and joining gangs and still doing drugs, even while we're wearing a kada, that you can call yourself part of whatever brown boys gang that you want. You can call yourself part of whatever club or cult and do whatever you want. And you can call yourself a Sikh. You can drive a bullet across the streets of Amritsar and do all you want, make as much noise as you want, and you have a khanda labeled on the front and you're wearing a kada, but you're wearing a leather jacket and you have a khanda on the back. You could be wearing a cross, you're saying I accept Jesus, but you're doing the exact opposite. You're saying I'm living the path of Hanuman, you're living the path of Shri Krishna, but you're doing something opposite. You're living according to the life that Muhammad taught us, but you're doing the exact opposite. Pyareo, you need to control your hands and feet as well. This is all of these jirn. They serve to us so your mind can become shuddh, your mind can become immaculate, and your mind can truly just dissolve away. Once your mind does not exist, it becomes immaculate, there's no filth in it, you become the form of God, Pyareo. So here, tagna peri, tagna hati, do not let your feet walk the path that is towards the world falsehood. Do not let it walk towards the houses of those prostitutes or the pubs or the gambling houses. Do not walk towards those places. Instead, if you're going to walk towards something, walk towards the Sangat. Blessed are those feet that walk towards the Guru's house. Blessed are those feet that walk towards the path to help other people. Tagna hati. And oh Pandits, you are not wearing a tagga around your hands either. Your hands are going and chasing after greed and stealing and beating people. But tie this tagga around your hands so you can control your hands and do great things as well. Do seva with these hands. Tagna jehva, tagna akhi. Oh Pandits, you are not taking a tagga. Janeo, why don't you wrap it around your tongue and pull it back as well, because it's still chasing after the desires of the tongue. You cannot control your tongue. You're chasing after food. You're chasing after sweet, sour, mittha koda, dove rog, nanak antavikutta pog. You cannot even control your tongue. You cannot control your health. Therefore, why don't you put a tagga and pull that back as well, Pyaro? The tongue is the very most difficult to control. You chase after desires of the food, taste buds, and then you cannot control your tongue because somebody says, do not speak. The person that always lets out secrets, we all have that one friend that is always going to blur out things. And that person cannot control their tongue. He'll say, oh no, I can't control my tongue. Because that person can't even stop from doing nindya, chugli. Maybe it's that type of person. Somebody that is truly intuitive and loving with God, he'll say, Baba borna kya kahi hai, jaise Raam naam rav rahi hai. Kabir shusha kat bola, parya hoye so kabho na dola. That person will never ever need to speak because he's fully enshrined in that love of the Guru. They speak very, very little. But the other person can't even control their tongue, slandering, swearing at everybody all the time. Tagna jehva, tagna akhi, control your eyes. Akhi dekhna rajiyan bahurang tamase. You're looking upon the world, you're looking at whatever it's pornography, you're looking at the latest fashion trends. You can't live without looking at, the latest ways to do eyebrows on Instagram and the latest makeup trends. Or you can't wait to look at the latest technologies and the rupa kama dosta. You see something and you want to desire for it. Pyareo, whatever you see, you desire for that. Stop looking. Your eyes will never ever be quenched of their thirst. Tagna jehva, tagna akhi. Control your eyes. Put a tagga around your eyes and control those. Sache Pacha is saying, Ve tagga ape vatta. But the reality is, when you depart from this world, you will not have a tagga to go with you. Control your eyes. Ve tagga ape vatta. The person is blind themselves. You are not wearing this true tagga of truth and contentment, of jat sat yourself, and controlling your mind and controlling the thoughts of your mind. And when the time comes, you will depart without it as well. But instead, you're twisting these tagge, and to other people, you're pushing it and you're telling me to wear it. You're forcing me to wear it, yet you are not wearing the truth one yourself. You put it upon all of these children. Look, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is not against the actual physical act. They're against when Aurangzeb went and they're trying to force religion upon the Janeo. Tilak Jinju Rakha Prabhataka. When it was forcefully put, even Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying, don't forcefully put it upon me. But when it was forcefully put, when forcefully other people are trying to convert on the sword, saying you must become Muslim, you must become Christian, you must become like this, then Guru Nanak Dev Ji and Guru Tegh Bahadur Sache Pacha, they're against that as well. Look, you do not know anything about your religion yourself. You're saying that you want me by force to follow what you're saying, this religious acts of yours. Vartage avrakate, you're forcing it upon others. Avar upadesha aap na kare. Avad javat janme mare pyareo. You do not follow, you do not practice what you preach. You do not feel and experience what you preach. Pyareo, if we truly want to inspire somebody, you must be experiencing that God, and through your words and through your actions, somebody else will automatically be inspired. You're living, your ajad, your daily conduct will inspire them. That is what a Gursikh strives to be. And look at what you're doing, oh Pandits. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, you're just attaining all of this money. You're just doing religious rites because somebody else, look, some family has called you and said that they need you to do this religious ceremony. So you take the money from them. You take a mountain of money from them, and you perform this religious ceremonies like marriages. You do these other ceremonies, pero this happens all the time. We give somebody money, pero we do not even listen to the Gurbani ourselves. Yet, we pay somebody to do it. You read the Bani, we'll sit downstairs and we'll just eat the chow, we'll eat the pakode, and we'll invite our family. We'll just stay in the langar hall and somebody else can read the Bani and they'll just send our cyber hukamnama. But that is not truly how we are experiencing the Guru, Pyareo. You need to sit, you need to read and listen and experience Bani for yourself. We might be turning these things into, but look at the Pandits. They are not controlling themselves either. You do perform all of these religious rites. And then kagal means they take out the paper, which is written all of these teachings and you read horoscopes and you tell people the way. You tell people this is the path, this is how your future is going to be. You tell them their horoscopes, their futures. But yet you do not even know your own future. You do not even know or are experiencing anything of the truth yourself. Sun vekho loka eho vadan. Man anda nao sajan, pyareo. Look at this wondrous act. The people that are blind, they themselves are calling themselves wise. You may call yourself a Gyani. You may call yourself a Pandit. You may call yourself a professor, a scholar. You may call yourself a Qazi. You may call yourself a yogi. You may call yourself even the priest. But that does not mean anything, pyare. You may call yourself righteous. You may be even sitting there saying, Mera dil sachaya. But that does not mean anything. You calling yourself wise and sacha doesn't mean anything. Sache Pacha explains all of this hypocrisy that is going on here. Then Pandit Hardyal says, Sache Pacha, asi kivein bakshe jaiye. How can we be blessed? How can we truly be saved if this is the case? How can we be blessed? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Paudi, Sahib hoye dayal, kirpa kare ta sai kar karaye si. The truth is that when Sahib, oh my master, they are merciful to us. My beloved master will bless me. Oh Dayalu hovega, he will do kirpa through the Guru's blessings, through Akal Purkh's blessings. Ta sai kar karaye si, I will live in according and do the task that my Akal Purkh, my Lord, wants me to do. How do we get rid of this veil of falsehood we read in the first paudi of Japji Sahib? Hukum rajai chalana, Nanak likhya naal. How do we break this veil of falsehood? You live in according to the will of Akal Purkh. To the way Akal Purkh you accept, you walk the path that the Guru and Akal Purkh wants you to walk. You do that task. Sai kar karai si, we're like puppets. The Guru is making us work. So instead of chasing after the wealth and properties of yourself, accept. Accept, listen and accept. And then walk the will of Akal Purkh. Sahib hoye dayal, kirpa kare ta sai kar karai si. When the Guru is blessed, through the Guru's blessings, we start accepting and walking that path and doing the task that Guru wants us to do. So sevak seva kare. By doing that task, that means we are a slave. So sevak seva kare. They do the seva of Akal Purkh. They do the seva of the Guru. Just know hukam manai si, that person that has accepted. Jinu manalaya Guru ne. The person has made them to accept the Guru's hukam, the Guru's order, the Guru's will. And they walk the will. The will is, pyareo, that you must walk, fall at the feet, live in the truth, accept hukam. Jo hove, so hovet janna. Prabh apne ka hukam pehchanna. Pyareo, whatever happens, accept that was the way it was meant to be, and know that to be to the will, the hukam of Akal Purkh. Whatever happens, it is all in the will and it is pleasing to God. And that is just no hukam manaisi. Those that you have taught and made through their blessings, they do your seva through your seva. Their mal of their mind has all been gone. Their antashkan has been sudh. They've been meditating on God. They understand your will. And it is pleasing to them as well. Hukum maneh hove parwan, by accepting your hukum, by living and going according to your hukum. Hukum maneh hove parwan, they are accepted. Ta khasme ka mel paisi, they're constantly, even here and after, they're constantly living in your mahal, your presence here in the mahal of their beloved. And when they go, they're not standing there naked. Nanga dojak chalyata disekhara daravana. No. This is Sache Pacha speaking the opposite. No, they're not standing there naked. No, they're blessed with robes of honor. They have an entourage of people with them. They're blessed. People cheer for them. Jaikar kiyo tarmi aaka. But the puppies, papi ko dand diyo. The puppies, they are punished. But those that live according to dharm, that live according to righteousness, accept your naam, meditate on naam, fall at the feet of the Gurus. And those that accept and enshrine this hukum and live according to this hukum manaya hove parwan, they are truly accepted. Ta khasme ka mehl paisi, they obtain the forever presence of Akal Purkh. They are liberated. They become one with God. Pyaro, it's all the same thing. Khasme pave so kare. Whatever Akal Purkh desires, khasme pave, whatever is pleasing to the Akal Purkh, And whatever that person does is now pleasing to Akal Purkh as well. All the seva, all the tasks that they do, khasma pav hai, so kare, they do those things that are pleasing to the Guru. And when they act in this way, which pleases the Guru, pleases Akal Purkh, Mano Chindaya, whatever their mind's desires are, whatever they will from their mind, so falapayasi, all of the fruits they receive. Whatever they want, they receive because they only have that one true desire left anymore. They're not chasing after worldly desires anymore. They desire that true desire of going and merging one with Akal Purkh. The desire to meet God. Main Prabh milan prem man asa. That is the only hope in their mind anymore, to live and merge with Akal Purkh. That is the will of God. Those that grow this desire, they meet God. Those that have another manmukh moe jin duji pyasa, they die. They go into the cycle of birth and death again and again. That those manmukhs that have another place where they place their hopes. This is the hukum. This is the game of Akal Purkh. This is the wondrous creation. Look at this wondrousness. Brahmanda mandan and Pakhanda khandan. Explaining the wondrousness, creation of Akal Purkh, and then also condemning the hypocritical actions that those ignorant beings do. Kasma pav hai, so kare, mano chindya so fal paisi, ta dargah paida jaisi. And in this way, you truly, when you go to dargah, when you go into your court, the court of Akal Purkh, you go with such robes of honor. You go wearing these clothes. And what are these clothes? These clothes are of this naam. प्यारियो नाय मन्ने पत उपजे साला ही सच सूद दरगह अंदर पाइए तगना टूटस पूत. These Janeos, these other things that you wear, the things that you say that are just connect us and make us ritual and give us an identity, that give us a little bit of validation, pyaro, they are not going to go with you. No matter what you do, whatever clothes you do wear, all of things will go with you. The only true things that will go with you are sift and salah, pyaro, the praise of the Guru, the prayers that you do, this desire that you have towards Akal Purkh, you living in this will of Akal Purkh, pyaro. Hukum rajai chalana. Nanak likhya, now keep this truly with you. When you accept and walk this way of the Guru, you fall at the feet of the Guru. That's why Sache Pacha says, Jan Nanak Satgur Petea. Har Naam Tarai. You fall at the feet of the Guru. The Guru blesses you with their Naam. You truly are accepted by living in this will of Akal Purkh. Jindu mile pyare so tud mile. Through your blessings I attain you, pyareo. You created this entire creation. When I go into your court, ta dargah Pedda Jaisi, I'm blessed with these robes of honor. I become pure gold. Kanchan so vinna. I become your form Sahaje, such a Samaya. I merge in with you just like water merges with water. Nanak lean payo go bense jio pani sang pani. When I become your form, then I am blessed with these robes of honor as well. So then I get this place of honor in your court. I do not need to hide my face like many people that will be doing ogun karogun pachotavana. They'll regret it after. But these people that are truly blessed and living in the will of Akal Purkh, they do those tasks. They live their life in that way. They do not need to regret anything anymore. Jinni naam te aaya. Game sakat kal nanak te mukujle kiti shutti nal so pyare. While speaking, while talking, I've made many mistakes. If I've hurt anybody's heart, if I've said anything wrong, please forgive me. Sari sangat gajwaji ki fateh bulao. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.